Good morning, 12th class. Welcome to the YouTube channel of MLP School Rajpura. Today our topic is organizing process. As you know, we have starting a unit 5, that is organizing, and we are doing the chapter first 5.1. So today we are going with the process of organizing. So let's start. There are many 4 steps in the process of organizing. The one is identification and division of work. The second one is departmentalization. The third one is assignment of duties. And the fourth one is establishing reporting relations. So let's start with the identification and division of work. At this first step, the total work is divided into various activities. For example, various activities of a mobile phone manufacturing company can be like this. ये कह रहे हैं what we have done in this function. Firstly, we have to decided that what is the total work of the organization. We have to identify the total work of the organization. After that, we are going to divide it. Okay, and how you are going to divide it? For example, we are taking a company who is manufacturing mobiles, and mobile manufacturing companies में कौन कौन सी एक्टिविटीज़ परफॉर्म की जा सकती हैं. तो सबसे पहले हमने उनको सभी को आइडेंटिफाई किया. तो दीज आर द एक्टिविटी विच आर परफॉर्मिंग बाय द मोबाइल agencies or mobile manufacturing company, and after that we will divide it those. Okay, so like the activities: purchase of raw material, purchase of manufactured parts, production, stocking of goods. After that you can say research work, advertisement, sales, financial arrangements, maintenance of accounts, and arrangement of employees, etc. So in this, all the activities that should be performed for achieving goals are identified and divide after identifying categories. ये कह रहे हैं कि सबसे पहले देखिए हमने आइडेंटिफाई किया that these are the total activities which we have to perform, and after that we are dividing that work in like फाइनेंशियल अरेंजमेंट कहाँ होंगे, एडवर्टीजमेंट कौन करेगा, रिसर्च कैसे करनी है. सो वी हैव डिवाइडेड दीज एक्टिविटीज़. ओके, now come to second one, that is departmentalization. In this, the activities of some same nature are grouped together and assigned to a particular department. What we have done in नाम से आपको clear हो रहा होगा departmentalization करना. Departmentalization means activities which are of same nature. ओके, जो एक जैसी नेचर की एक्टिविटीज़ हैं उन्हें एक साथ एक ग्रुप में क्या कर देना, डाल देना. दैट इज़ कॉल्ड डिपार्टमेंटलाइजेशन. और जब सेम नेचर की एक्टिविटीज़ को आपने एक ग्रुप बना के एक ग्रुप में डाल दिया एक साथ, तो दैट इज़ फ्रेम आउट, या कह सकते हो दैट इज़ बीइंग अ डिपार्टमेंट, सेपरेट डिपार्टमेंट, एंड इट इज़ नोइंग एज अ ग्रुपिंग. एंड वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड विद द फॉलोइंग डायग्राम. मैं एक डायग्राम दिखाती हूँ आपको जिसमें आप ये देख सकते हैं. जैसे कि यहाँ पे इस डायग्राम में आप देखिए एक्टिविटीज़ लिखी हुई हैं सारी. ओके, कौन कौन सी हो सकती है? जैसे देखिए परचेज ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल, परचेज ऑफ मैन्युफैक्चर्ड पार्ट्स, प्रोडक्शन, स्टॉक ऑफ मटेरियल, रिसर्च, एडवर्टीजमेंट, सेल, फाइनेंसिंग, accounting, arrangements of employees. So these are the total activities of a company. Okay, like in manufacturing phone manufacturing company. So these are the total 10 activities, and now we are going to grouping them. See how? Purchase material and purchase of manufactured part, these are grouped together in one department, that is called purchase department. Similarly, the next one, production, stock of material, and research. This all work can be done together by the production department. After that, advertisements, sales, these are done by the sales department, or you can say the marketing department. And after that, financing and accounting, that is done by finance department. And the last one is arrangement of employees, is done by HR department. So these are the different activities, and after recognizing their nature, after identifying their nature, we are grouping them in a single department, and that process is called departmentalization. Now move to the next one. That the next one is assignment of duties. At this stage, responsibility of each individual or each post is decided. ये कह रहे हैं कि असाइनमेंट ऑफ ड्यूटीज़ में हम क्या करते हैं कि हर एक इंडिविजुअल और हर एक पोस्ट के लिए जो है एक स्पेसिफिक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जो है दैट शुड बी डिसाइडेड फॉर एग्जाम्पल परचेज मैनेजर विल गिवन द वर्क ऑफ परचेज ऑफ रॉ मटेरियल. ओके, ये काम किसको दे दिया आपने? परचेज मैनेजर को. सेम सेल मैनेजर विल बी गिवन द वर्क ऑफ सेल ऑफ द गुड्स, कि हाउ टू परफॉर्म द सेलिंग या फिर हाउ द गुड्स शुड सेल इन द मार्केट. ये सारे काम आपने किसको दे दिए? सेल्स मैनेजर को. मार्केटिंग मैनेजर हैज़ द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ मेकिंग एडवर्टीजमेंट एक्सेट्रा. ठीक है, मार्केटिंग पॉलिसीज़ क्रिएट करना सो दैट वी कैन प्रमोट आवर प्रोडक्ट और वी कैन मेक द एडवर्टीजमेंट इफेक्टिव एडवर्टीजमेंट सो दैट पीपल कैन अट्रैक्टेड टूवर्ड्स आवर प्रोडक्ट. सो these the activities which are performing by marketing manager. While assigning these duties, it is important to match the nature of work and the capabilities of a person to whom the work is given. ठीक है, while we are assigning these duty to the different person, जब हम assign कर रहे हैं different persons को ये duties, तो what should be the important thing which we have to keep in our mind, that is to check the nature of work and the capabilities of the work. Okay, capabilities of the person, and they should be matched to each other. Okay, because if the person don't have the ability to perform that job which you are assigning them, which you are going to assign him, so it never be done in a better या efficient manner. So if you want that the person perform the job in effectively and efficiently, then you must have to check out the capabilities of that person and the nature of the work. So this is the third step of organizing process, that is assigning the duties. Okay, now come to next, the last one, that is establishing reporting relationship. Establishing reporting relations means when two or more than two persons work for the attainment of common goals, their interrelationship must be defined very clearly. ओके, ये कह रहे हैं कि जब भी किसी गोल को अचीव करने के लिए टू और मोर देन टू पीपल आर वर्किंग टुगेदर, दो या दो से ज़्यादा लोग जब एक साथ मिलकर काम कर रहे हैं फॉर द अटेनमेंट ऑफ अ कॉमन ऑब्जेक्टिव, एक कॉमन गोल को अचीव करने के लिए, जैसा कि फर्म में हमेशा होता है, फर्म में थाउजेंड्स ऑफ पीपल आर वर्किंग टुगेदर फॉर द अटेनमेंट ऑफ अ कॉमन गोल, और वो गोल किसके होते हैं? ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के. तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के कॉमन गोल को अचीव करने के लिए इतने सारे लोग जब काम कर रहे हैं एक साथ मिलके, देन देयर इंटर रिलेशनशिप मस्ट बी क्लियरली डिफाइंड. उनके बीच का जो रिलेशन है, इंटर रिलेशनशिप, जो प्रोफेशनल रिलेशन है, वो बिल्कुल क्लियरली डिफाइन होना चाहिए. क्लियरली डेफिनेशन का मतलब सिंपल है, that they all know that who is the superior there and who is the subordinate, who is my boss and who is my subordinate, who is going to work under me. That should be clear to each and every person of the organization. Everybody should know as to who is superior and who is subordinate. For example, manager of purchase department is the superior and all the other employees of purchase department are subordinate of the manager. They are responsible to give answer to the manager, and manager have authority to give the order to them. Okay, so ये जो authority responsibility relationship है, ये बिल्कुल ही क्या होना चाहिए? क्लियर होना चाहिए, और दैट इज़ डन इन ऑर्गेनाइजिंग प्रोसेस. एंड दिस इज़ द लास्ट स्टेप ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजिंग, दैट वी हैव टू एस्टेब्लिश अ रिपोर्टिंग रिलेशनशिप, दैट ही इज़ द बॉस, he is the worker who is going to work under this under the boss, and you are going to give the order to him and he is going to give the answer to you. So this is called establishing reporting relationship. So these are the 4 steps of organizing process. The one is identification and division of work, the second one is departmentalization, the third one is assigning the duties, and the last one is establishing reporting relationship. So this is done for today. See you in the next video. So till then, stay healthy, stay at home, stay safe. Thank you.